Hello everyone, this is Abhishek Kumar and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are having a very special guest with us, Mr. Sahil Shukla. Right now he is interning with Juspay as well as he is holding full-time job opportunity with Juspay itself. So without wasting further time, we'll take a small intro of Sahil. Over to you, Sahil.
Hello, Abhishek. Like everyone knows, my name is Sahil Shukla, and I'm doing my computer science engineering from Lovely Professional University. Recently, in April, the end of March, I got my this internship at Juspay. So this is a on-campus drive only. I got to choose which company from like my in on-campus. There's the like starting companies which came to our university in the very beginning, and I think I'm the like starting students who got placed in the such big companies like Juspay and other like Lowe's and other companies. So like the internship and the whole internship process is like very much flowable with me, that everything is going in the flow, and the university management helped me a lot with the this placement drive, and that's it.
Okay. So Sahil, firstly I just want to know how you choose computer science engineering. Like what was your step towards that?
So yes, after like I the place where I belong from, Lucknow. After like in my place, after the 10th, you have to choose subjects in the extra curriculum such as computer science engineering or the physical education. So I choose computer science engineering from that time. So then in my 11th, 12th, I choose computer science engineering, where I studied about the this C++ and C language. So first the time when I was doing this C++ and C, then I got like this interest ongoing in my itself, that this field of computer science engineering is very good for me, and I quite this quite what you say encouraging about my future, like I can do better in this field in the computer science engineering, so I choose this computer science engineering as my coming future.
Okay. Okay.
So then I get to know about this LPU and choose BTech.
Okay. So Sukla, as I know that from 2022 batch, you're the student who is among those category who got placed in very early stage. So in your
Yeah.
language, competitive language, in your co-curriculum, in your academics, what you focused? What was your main focus in that one?
So yeah, the as we all studied when we all came into university in the first year, I was just focused on my academics, not about these like all this competitive coding and other stuff. But then at the end of second year, then I realized that I was fall back pretty much to the other student. Like they started coding in the very beginning of the first semester or second semester. Then when I got to know like I'm pretty much back from them, so I started competitive coding from the last semester of second year. And before that, I was doing the development part. I was made pretty quite projects in Python and Java as well. So at the end of second year, I started doing this coding ninjas and this courses also from the DSA. Then
Okay.
when I get to know about the data structures, then I get a hands on this data structure very well. Then I started this what you say, the code chef competitive questions, and then the code forces also. Then once I started doing it, that's at I think at the end of the September or October, I got 4 star in code chef. So and
Okay.
after that, yes, so these I think the pretty much for me.
Okay. So Shukla, as you said that you just concentrated on your academics as well, like most probably on your academic itself. So what do you
Hmm.
think about co-curriculum? Like co-curriculum doesn't like play an important role in our placements or in our whole college life or like something like that?
No, no, co-curriculum is like a very pretty much important in our day-to-day life also. Like if you only focus on the academics, then it will affect you a lot, because the other student who are working uh, like side by side you, and they have also something in their co-curriculum, and you are also only focus on the academics. So like it lacks you a lot. So I think co-curriculum is also a big part, a big rolling part in your with your this CV as well. You can showcase in your CV that what you did in your starting years.
Okay.
In my co-curricular activities, I just joined some hackathons. So I was in the I can tell you one example, that I was in the hackathon of Mozilla, where it is 36 hours continuous development like hackathon, in which me and my 5 members which we had, we made a project on the this what environment friendly software. So we in that static starts we get to know about more things, how to make an app, how to deploy it, and like how to see in the production level. So this
Okay.
co-curriculum is a like must thing.
Okay. So Shukla, as you said about that code forces, hacker rank, this all this stuff. So I just want to know on which coding language you just focus more. Like what was your, I can say that Brahmas the people are having. So what was your Brahmas in the coding languages as well as DSA part?
So I was told you before also that C++ is my primary language. So when I started learning DSA, I just go with the C++ only. Apart from that, like most of the students will tell me that Java is like pretty much necessary nowadays in companies. But I not focus on switching to the languages. I just kept focus on my core language, which is C++. So I'm started doing learning in C++. Like in C++ there is HTL and a lot of things which I don't know that time. So that when I started learning, I get to know about more things in C++. Then I kept starting an interest in learning C++. When I completed my all this stuff from C++, then I switched to this data structures and algorithm. Once I finished with data structures, I started doing this competitive programming.
Okay. So Shukla, as like we just discussed about academics, we just discussed about your languages and all of this stuff. So I just right now I just want to jump towards the Juspay stuff. Like what was the process of
Mhm.
Juspay? How you get to know about that? What was the full process? Kindly please explain.
Okay, so for Juspay, the on-campus placement type, I can tell you, like when the Juspay came to our university, it was the first round was the online test, where there were three, I think, two graph questions.
Okay.
In that graph question, yeah. So that graph question is not too much hard for them if you know the basics, like how to traverse and how to like check the all routes paths. So these type of question are came. I can tell you the one question which was the sum of the path, the smallest path. You have to sum up all the weights. And for the second question, it's a bit hard because you have to use some kind of trees concepts also, in which there are some this ascendant child's concept. So these are the two questions which was in the first round. Then there was this hackathon where you have where they have their own language Haskell, which is functional programming, highly strongly typed language. They will give you some study material to learn this new language. Once you've done it, I think after 1 month we have our hackathon. In the hackathon it was 2 days. Basically they are called this hackathon or learnathon. So this is
Okay.
what 2 days learnathon, in which first day you have give some project task. So and you have to do it in their language, which is Haskell. So
Okay.
if you have to do for the I think backend only, no front end requires so much. So they will assist you in between also if you have any doubt. So yeah, that's it for the second round. And for the second day as well, they give you another task. If you pass first day, then only you go to the second day learnathon. So if you done with the second day also, they will send you the link of their interview. And the interview time, there were two interviews. First one is technical and the second is HR interview. First one, in the technical interview, they will ask you about some basic data structure questions. They asked me about this uh, queens problem, which is very famous in graphs. And so this question is asked, and then I just got selected for the HR interview. In HR interview, they asked me about like myself and the personality development things, what you have other from the other students. And then they asked me some puzzles which is available in GFG. I highly recommended to go and check the GFG puzzles. They asked me two puzzles, and they gave me 15 minutes to solve both. Fortunately, I did both of them in almost 10 minutes. So yeah, I got selected then.
Okay, it's great. So Shukla, I just want to know, like, you just suggested some coding languages, you just suggested the process and all the other stuff you just suggested. So I just want to know if you had the chance to suggest your juniors as well as your batchmates, like which platform they just have to prefer for preparation of the coding as well as DSA and all. So what's your suggestion for the same?
So if I have like for the juniors, I highly recommend them when they come to university at the very first semester. They started focusing on their this base. First, they started learning a language like C++ and Java. So if someone asks me like which language he need to choose, then he or she need to choose, then I will surely tell that Java is, I think, must, because C++ is also is good language, but in coming future you have to switch to Java. So it's better if you learn Java at the very beginning. So if you have this Java concept clear, then I think you have to take only 6 months to learn a new language. And once you learn that language, then you have to switch to the DSA part. DSA, I think, will take more time. So for once DSA is completed, you have pretty much, I think, 2 years to complete, go to the competitive programming. Competitive programming is must, because in the when the companies came, the online test pretty much contain every competitive question only. If you have done all the competitive questions in the competitive programming these platforms, then I think you have no this hurdle in between or your online test. And once your online test is clear, I think you are good to go with the interview. Interview is not a such hard thing if you clear the online test. So
Exactly.
these are the things. And for the platform for
Okay.
the competitive programming, I would highly recommend this CodeChef and Codeforces. Apart from that, GFG is very good platform for this uh, practicing the questions of competitive programming.
Oh, fair enough, fair enough. So, Shukla, I just want to know, like, some of our friends and some of our batchmates, like, they're not at all interested in tech paths, but they're still trying for the
Yes.
tech companies, like, they're sitting for the tech companies and all. So, what do you want to suggest them? Like, they just have to shift their path, they have to go to the business track, the sales stuff and all, or they just have to work on themselves as well. So, what's your views on it?
So there, I think there are two paths which we saw in our batchmates. Like most of them are not very much interested in technical stuffs like that stack on. They don't know. They don't even go for the development or other, or as well as in the competitive programming. So I think, yeah, they need to uh, switch their mind to some other places if they are not able to do this, because they are just wasting their time on learning something which they don't want to learn. So if they can do it, then yeah, they have all the time in this world. Like you have all, I think, pretty much 1 year to learn or to
Exactly.
expand your voice. And you also know that companies are coming to our university frequently, so they have time, they have the opportunity also. So if they want to go to the tech stuff only, then they can try and learn the stuffs from the internet. Everything is available. And even our university is also giving some courses from GFG, which I think help a lot. And apart from that, if they don't want to learn, then there are other these profiles are coming, such as this testing profiles or business analyst profile, and test this quality assurance and data science, and other profiles also coming. So they have to go for that also. So there is no
Exactly.
such a burden to go for the tech.
So, Shukla, one more question I just want to ask. Like, the people who are not from our university, like not from LPU, and they just, if they are seeing this video and they also want to apply for Juspay, so the process is going to be same for them as well?
Yes, process is same, but there will be one more round. Recently, there is a Juspay, I think, competitive event for the whole country, which is Juspay function programming competition, I guess. In
Okay, it's
that
like
one
hackathon. It's like
also,
a hackathon and stuff.
no, it's
It's
pretty
like,
much like you have to go first. You have to go for the two online tests. Then there will have hackathon, and there will be then if you got selected in that, then you go to the technical and stuff. The same process, just one more coding test is there. So yeah, they're pretty much
okay.
same as well.
Okay. So, Shukla, at last, I just want to ask one question. Like, what's your mantra? You just want to give to your peers as well as to your juniors, like about the placements, about the academics and all.
So Manta is not anything very different. You just need to consistent with whatever you are doing. If you are doing with the competitive thing, then you don't have to give up in between. Just like I had a time when I thought like this, whatever I'm doing, it's like not giving me any, like, the fruits. Then I'm not getting anything from that. But I didn't give up. So I started doing it, keep doing it. I was consistent with my work. So after there was a time when, like, starting one or two companies, I didn't able to crack. I went to the like 2 3 rounds, then I got out. So then this just came, and I was keep learning the Haskell. I didn't give up. Then I eventually I got selected in this. So the best mantra is for everyone is just to keep consistent in whatever they are doing. Just don't give up in between, and don't like taking anyone advice. If someone told you like you are not giving you are not getting anything from this thing, you just need to switch to another thing. Just don't suddenly switch to anything, just keep doing it. If you know that okay, this thing is now not working, then only you can switch. Otherwise I think you need to be consistent. And if you are doing the DSA part consistently, I will assure you that you will get one company at least at this placement drive.
Exactly, fair enough. So Shukla, it was nice talking to you. Like whole the session was lots filled with lots of information, and all those our juniors as well as our batchmates, those who are going to see this video, will get lots of information out of this. So thank you so much for coming to us, and it was a nice session. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Abhishek, for having me here.